I remember this time to do the intro.
That's alright.
So, in this episode, as we're just tackling all the big subjects that's hard-hitting professional wrestling.
Hard-hitting.
Marcus, we're talking about the, I guess you call the elephant in the room, Marcus.
Is everything elephant in the room to you?
This is the biggest one, though.
Yeah.
Marcus, this is the role of minorities in professional wrestling.
Oh, here it is.
Yes, Marcus.
Here we go.
Is professional wrestling holding minorities back from reaching the true stardom, Marcus? I mean, we've had minorities in professional wrestling for a long time, but you can say that only a few of them have broke through that glass ceiling. Few of them that comes to mind, of course, is The Rock, Rey Mysterio, Eddie Guerrero, and I will say Booker T. After that, the list gets very thin.
Ron Simmons won the championship.
He won the first one, but Marcus, how many times did he repeat?
Ahmed Johnson Intercontinental Champion.
Let's not talk about
Ahmed Johnson being the first black Intercontinental Champion in like 97.
And then in TNA, you have Devon. True, I believe Truth was the first NWA champion in TNA, but
no, he wasn't the first. Ken Shine was the first.
Yeah, but he was there. He was a champion.
Like the first black NWA.
Yeah, so he held a championship. So Marcus, why do you feel that minorities may not be getting their fair shake in professional wrestling?
Bigotry.
Really? You gonna go that right? You just gonna go that all the wrestling promoters are Klans members and they're never gonna let a minority get on top.
No, that's not my total argument. I think that one, there's the fear because, and to most wrestling promoters' opinion, and I don't know if it is as much as it is nowadays, but in most wrestling promoters' opinion, this is a southern sport. It's wrestling. It's wrestling with an R, A.
Okay.
And it's the good old boy sport with the Confederate flag hanging up and all that. It's not a sport or a show or a form of entertainment designed for minorities to cheer on. And back in the South, you know, where racism at its peak, that's where wrestling began. And I feel like that was the #1 problem. And then there's the other side in which there aren't really the wrestlers, the minority wrestlers that they do have. They never feel that they have enough charisma or likability. And then there's the stereotypical. They always give them the stereotypical gimmick. So I don't know. I can't put my finger on why I'm not a promoter back there. Be like, let's not push Kofi Kingston. Let's not push Hunico. Let's not push Great Khali or Jinder Mahal or whatnot because they're minorities. You can't. That's not one thing. It's just maybe there hasn't been that star that breaks out or they feel that they want to push.
Now, Marcus.
And then it's always biggest.
Are you finished, Marcus?
Yeah.
Now, Marcus, I respect your opinion. But, Marcus, as usual, I totally disagree with your opinion. Marcus, I think the biggest problem of why minorities are not getting pushed in WWE and TNA is because it's just not that many, Marcus. It's not that many minorities in these companies, Marcus. I mean, if you...
And why is that, Eric?
Well, because...
Why is that, Eric? Now, tell me why. What's the other... Tell me why. I'm walking in a promotion with a black card. I can't get hired.
I will point out to you. I'll tell you. I don't see that many young African-American people that's pursuing a career of professional wrestling. That doesn't seem like the route that they go. I mean, when you look at the indie scenes, and Ryan... You check out the indie scenes, you might be the Secretary of Funds in the IWC, and there's not that many.
About 10.
Exactly. It's 10. It's 10. But...
Well, it's probably 9, because Kenny King is now TNA.
And then you got Rashad Cameron that's there also. But at the same time, when you think about the few minorities that you have, I mean, in WWE, I would think it's less than 20%. In TNA, I think it's less than 10%.
But normally
hell, in TNA, like 3 weeks ago, they had only like 2 black people. Pope and Devon.
They also had the Scorpio Sky versus Rashad Cameron match.
Yeah, but still, that was like that's the 10% of the indie scene. I'm letting you know that I don't think it's being based off of color. I think these guys are just not able to make money for the company. When you look at Kofi Kingston, Marcus. I mean, yes, he's a great athlete in the ring, but when you hear him talk, does he seem like a big-time player that you can make some money off of?
There were times when there was sparks or two when it was like, you know, Kofi
but Marcus,
but they never seem to give him mic time.
There's sparks. Marcus, because sometimes you earn mic time. When you look at Booker T was hilarious on the microphone, and he can back it up in the ring. The Rock, once again, charismatic, was able to do it.
Yeah,
Eddie Guerrero, he was far superior than Rey Mysterio, but the reason why Rey Mysterio got pushed because he was different. He was a small man, he wore a mask, and the kids loved him.
And Eddie died.
Eddie was able to talk, and he was able to wrestle.
What about these less charismatic guys they bring up, and they continue to push them to the moon? Like,
who?
They will push such and such, like, this nobody's roll off my head, but they'll push so many people.
They will push Ryback instead of Biggie Langston.
Well,
yeah, but
Ryback
is,
that's a bad
he
example.
has a gimmick that's going on. But Marcus, Jack Swagger's not getting pushed, and he's white.
Jack Swagger did get pushed, he became champion.
And a lot of them become champions.
Ain't no black guy became champion.
Yeah, Shelton Benjamin was in how many Money in the Bank matches?
No, I knew you was going to bring up Shelton Benjamin.
Shelton Benjamin was in how many Money in the Bank matches, won the Intercontinental title a gazillion times. John Morrison, on the other hand, they pushed him to the moon, even though they knew he couldn't talk and whatnot. He got more title matches than Shelton ever had.
But the thing is, Shelton Benjamin was boring, Marcus.
Shelton Benjamin wasn't boring.
Marcus, you
tell me one thing Morrison did that was exciting on the microphone.
He had the split. He had the. What made Morrison? He was part of Eminem. They were a whole package.
He was the only thing in that package that's still alive today.
I know, Marcus. I think Shelton Benjamin was born, right? Was Shelton Benjamin born?
Heck, Shelton Benjamin didn't do a damn thing, okay?
Exactly!
What? He was a great wrestler?
He was a great wrestler, but that's it!
They never gave him a DVD.
He doesn't need a DVD!
They gave John Morrison what? He did more spectacular things on a consistent basis.
But Marcus, at least... Marcus, hold on. Let me explain something to you. Shelton Benjamin, yes, he did fantastic things in the ring. He did all those flippity doos, but he had absolutely no story, no gimmick to go with. John Morrison, although he may not have been the best talker, he was a Hollywood bigwig. Was the thing.
Why couldn't Kofi Kingston be a Hollywood bigwig?
Because he can't pull it off, Marcus.
Why does he have to play a stereotypical Jamaican? He's not even Jamaican. Why do R2 gotta play the crazy nigga?
Oh!
But because he is crazy, Mark. There's crazy white people going around all the time.
Oh!
What? Tell me who's playing the crazy white guy right now.
Well, at one point, remember, it was Eugene. He was the white guy who was playing the retard.
He was playing special.
Yeah, but still.
He was playing special. He was
we're talking about like somebody who went crazy and it propelled him to the top.
I'm just saying, Mark, I don't think they're...
George the Animal Steel.
Marcus, when I look at the list of minorities who are participating currently in professional wrestling, I don't see anyone who I say, oh, that's a star right there. That needs to be my next world champion. Kofi, as much as you like his in-ring ability, he is not a champion right now. He cannot make money for your company, Marcus. Bobby Lashley, Marcus, let me give you an example. Mark, they tried their damnedest to push Bobby Lashley. And Marcus, not only did WWE try that, also TNA tried it, and then they even make companies tried it.
He's a terrible human being.
Why is he terrible? Like you're saying that they don't give black people, they don't give minorities the opportunity, but Marcus, they gave that big-headed motherfucker the opportunity, and he didn't do nothing with it.
And he ruined it for everybody.
I mean, I forgot another successful minority, Batista. He's Filipino.
He's not. He didn't know until like his late 40s.
Doesn't matter what he did. He is a Filipino.
Oh. But, you know, there are good examples of minorities. Alberto Del Rio is getting pushed even though he may not even deserve it anymore. But he continues to get pushed.
Because Berto, as I like to call him, although Berto and his ring ability is not the best, he carries himself like a champion. He has that look that he believes that his shit don't stink. But it actually does.
But over the years, though, you've had Superfly Jimmy Snuka, who at one point, let's make sure I can tell, was one of the top draws in wrestling. Then you have, there was other people on this list. I wish I had my notes.
I wish I had
notes because I had a whole list. There were people like Junkyard Dog, who was probably the second top babyface to Hulk Hogan.
To you?
No, to like
JYD was over.
He was huge, Eric, and never got a single title shot.
But at that time, Roddy Piper never got a title shot.
Roddy Piper got numerous title shots in WCW.
Jerry Lawler never got
an opportunity. I like to equate way, if you got the main event of WrestleMania and Piper was in the feud against Mr. T.
But I mean, Marcus, for every JYD you also have your Coco Bewares.
They didn't want to push Randy Savage because they thought he was black.
But see, Coco Beware and also JYD are both in the WWE Hall of Fame, so they did get recognized for what they were doing.
They didn't become champions.
They didn't get any belts.
If my memory serves me correct, and I could be wrong, I believe Bad News Brown was the Intercontinental Champion at one point, and he was a black man.
No.
He was at least challenging for the
never
belt.
had anything.
He did,
challenger.
He
All he
did.
had was bad news.
Yeah.
But Marcus, I feel that the minorities fall into the same category as
You don't want it.
as the smaller wrestlers. I think that it takes the right individual to break through that glass ceiling.
If they give the individual something to do, it seems like every Puerto Rican is a dancer in professional wrestling for no reason whatsoever.
That's right.
Every Puerto Rican and Hispanic, you're either a cholo or you're a Mr. Salsa dancer.
Well, that's true.
But it's not true. Why can't they be the Damien Sandow type character? Why couldn't he be the smart guy? The smart asshole. Why can't they be that gimmick?
Because Marcus, you can't sell it.
Why can't somebody be the Jack Swagger? I'm just an amateur guy and I'm kind of goofy. Why can't they have that gimmick? Why does every minority have to be a crime time? Or JT's here, stop and be a crime time. Cheer. Why does everybody be a primo or a Tito and they have to come out in ponchos and sombreros?
To answer your question, Marcus, why do they come out in the ponchos and all the stereotype? Maybe they're more comfortable doing that. I'm not 100%
I don't think so.
why all these gimmicks are made, but at the same time,
okay, how come they didn't give Skip Sheffield a poncho and a sombrero and say go?
Because Marcus, Skip Sheffield with a poncho and stuff wouldn't work. Mark, let me give you an example. They do bad gimmicks for everybody. Remember when William Regal was the man's man?
That was a racist English game. I don't know what that
exactly. I'm saying,
what do you want me to say about that one?
I just want to say that, like,
And first of all, that was Steven Regal.
I would say that right now, there is no minority in the company.
How come Titus O'Neil couldn't get Val Venus?
Can I finish my point? I don't think there's no minority in either one of the companies that deserve to be in the spotlight right now. There's nobody there that can carry the company. The last minority that had all the tools to carry it to the top was MVP, but because of a pissing cup incident, he went to Japan and now he's excelling.
Because he didn't want to trade Triple H's bullshit.
Well, because he got disciplined for being Mark. He was getting pushed to the moon.
You know they were thinking about bringing him back for the 1000th episode?
I'm pretty sure they were.
They wanted to bring him back, but then he said nah.
No. I mean, also let me give you another example. Carlito's a great character, but Carlito lost passion.
Carlito's gimmick?
Carlito,
cool, stereotypical Puerto Rican.
No, but he was cool. He was cool from the Caribbean.
He wasn't from the Caribbean.
He's from Puerto Rico. It's close enough.
What the hell?
I'm just saying.
Racist,
Yeah, I'm gonna throw my hat down.
Shit.
Thank you, you racist.
I'm just saying there is no.
Ahmed Johnson, angry black man.
He was not an angry man.
He was mad.
He was a good man. He got mad after he didn't get it over.
Farouk, angry black militant black man.
But that was a different time.
They keep giving minorities these same
Mark
gimmicks.
Henry, angry black man.
Angry black man, Mark Henry. World's strongest angry black man.
But
they keep giving them the same gimmick over and over. Why can't somebody be a John Cena? Well, he played a black guy.
But maybe because of the thing about it, maybe because the only thing that black people play are angry people. Maybe we're just an angry people. I'm just saying. I'm just throwing it out there. I mean, the thing is, Bobby Lashley was not portrayed as an angry man. He was a happy black guy.
He got angry.
No, he didn't. They tried their best to sell us some Bobby Lashley. And Marcus, and you might not want to admit this shit, but you bought it.
Hold on.
You were a big Bobby Lashley supporter.
He did?
He was a huge Bobby Lashley supporter.
Was he?
Yes. He loved him some Bobby Lashley. He thought Bobby Lashley was the next big thing. The next big thing.
I thought he was the next Brock Lesnar at one point.
But he wasn't, Marcus. He wasn't ready.
Oh yeah, one thing y'all didn't bring up, the Samoans.
Yo, Samoa, that is the most racist generation, or that's the most racist, that's the one you need to touch on. Unless you're The Rock, your head is invincible, and you live in a tiki house or something. And you did. Tamina, they gave her a gimmick. She came out with the Usos. Everything was good. She wasn't the typical Samoan, but then They were like, this ain't working. You're a typical Samoan, and Usos, you better start doing haka haka hookah, and you a Samoan too.
Actually, Marcus, I hate to tell you, I think that the Usos suggested that because they want to let their culture be put out there, and the hookah, that was racist. I don't find that offensive.
I don't find it offensive at all. But that wasn't their gimmick at first, right?
Marcus, I also don't find the Usos characters offensive because when the Usos first came out, we thought they were more black than they were. Looked like when the Usos came out, they were being more true of a character to themselves than whatever character that WWE has portrayed to them.
Most Samoans they cast as savages, except for Camacho, who they cast
I would say, Mark, it's been a long time since they cast a Samoan savage.
Umaga was just around 3 years ago.
Manu was around. Does anybody forget about Manu Alpha Jr.?
No.
Manu was around.
Manu happened. He
was a savage.
He was Cody Rhodes and Danny
But Marcus, with Caucasians, they cast him as Southern races. And look at Husky Harris. That's the character he's playing.
Here's another thing. What about the Asians?
There's none in there.
Yoshitatsu plays typical Japanese guy.
We don't have a market for a Japanese wrestler. I can tell you.
There's a place for an Asian wrestler. They do not have to be stereotypical.
But Marcus, your favorite faction, Kai Tai, wasn't stereotypical. You still love it.
They weren't stereotypical. They were awesome.
They were a joke of stereotypical because they had subtitles and everything.
Marcus, I'm defending this.
They continue to keep it white and they continue to not stay on course. When I work at, there's different cultures. We got Arabs, we got blacks, we got Japs, we got Korean, we got Mexican, we got guys from Ghana, we got Indians, we got everything. When I walk out, I see everything. When I watch a wrestling show, white guy versus white guy.
Because there's no minorities in the company.
Daniel Bryan.
Because there's
John Cena versus Tenzai.
Because there are no minorities in the company.
But don't they always go after athletes? They always go after football players and bodybuilders. And I'm watching the Olympics right now. And what do I see? Different cultures and different races.
God damn it, let me say something.
And the
let me say something. Marcus, let me tell you something though. Yes, they go after athletes.
Battery.
I understand. We're gonna keep going. They go after athletes, but at the same time, maybe the minority athletes don't want to be a professional wrestler. This is a lifestyle that many people do not want to commit to. I don't see many African Americans knocking down the door. The only culture that is actually ingrained in professional wrestling is the Latino culture, and because they have lucha libre, and that style is totally different from WWE. The Japanese culture is also ingrained in that, but at the same time,
there ain't no Japanese guy at TNA or WWE that ever did anything. They had one Japanese guy at TNA, and they turned him into Samoa Joe's slave. And then Samoa Joe, who was a normal badass kicker, they turned him into a savage in the next fight with a butcher's knife.
You know what?
Professional wrestling is racist.
See, and we're gonna wrap it up here. I don't think it's racist.
There's bigotry going on. What are you gonna do?
Can you let me wrap up the show?
There is a wrestler named Big E Langston. How far is he gonna go? Nowhere. Because he's black.
He goes as far as his character can. I don't believe in that.
What character is that? Angry black guy.
I don't think there's enough minorities in wrestling to make an impression to see the top of the line. But anyway, you guys chime in on the show. Let us know.
And it's
right now, what's Brutus Clay gimmick?
Dancing black dude.
Yeah,
but
when he came in as an angry guy, you were happy about that. So you can't complain. You can't complain about one thing and then. Yes, he was. He was an angry black guy.
Damn show.
I'm trying to let this motherfucker keep talking.
You a motherfucker, you motherfucker.
Anyway, like I said, I'm gonna calm down because now I'm just playing the angry black role. We hope you guys enjoyed this episode.
Our blood pressure going through the roof.
Don't forget. Can you really wish your battery's gonna die if you don't shut the fuck up? The battery's gonna die. So anyway. Follow us at the Sharpshooters at gmail.com. You can email us. Follow our Twitter feed at the Sharpshooters. Also our Facebook, facebook.com, the Sharpshooters. And you see, this is why you don't talk about race and wrestling because it gets too heated. I'm Eric.
And I'm Marcus the Grand Fidelity.
Who might be out of breath.
Hitler.
And anyway,
because a professional wrestler here is blonde hair
your ass down and shut up.
And until next week, stay sharp.
These children are gonna be traumatized. They're done.
They cut more than we do.